For this opportunity. What's it been like?
I think it's been good. I think a lot of ups and downs in the process. A lot of it was the process, just trusting it and making sure I'm always locked in and ready to go.
What was the hardest part of this journey?
I think having a minor setback when I got hurt the first time and then the second time, but I think it just built me into the person I am today and the character I'm about to be during the season.
You've played with 4 NFL cornerbacks on this roster over your 6 years. What did you learn from those guys specifically?
That when it's time to come to work, it's time to come to work. No days off. It's a grind when you're in college. You do all this prepping and practice every day just to get to this next level. And, a lot of it pays off, so I think that's really what I learned.
What did it do for your confidence to start and play in the Vegas Bowl last year? That was your first, I think it was your first career start.
Yeah, I don't think it had, I think I was ready. I was prepared for it through coaching, through over the year. I was ready for it. I just went out, ball, did what I'm supposed to do in my head. So whatever else comes after that is bonus.
Yeah.
Watching you in practice over the last about week and a half, 2 weeks, I've noticed that a lot of times it seems like DJ been kind of avoiding you, and the times they do go your route on a receiver, done a good job at stopping the pass or blocking. Do you take it as a badge of honor when quarterback or your quarterbacks are trying to avoid you because of the tight coverage you've got on a receiver or a tight end?
I do like it, but I like to have the ball my way more, just because make more opportunities. A lot of the stuff after this level, is looking for production. So I'm trying to get a lot of plays on the balls, picks, PBUs, a lot of that stuff. So, but during practice, sometimes if they do go the other way, I'm not too fond of it. So I'd rather them come towards me.
How deep is this position this year compared to some of the other years you've been here?
I don't think it's as deep as it was last year in terms of guys who we had ready, guys who knew what it was like to lose over the past years and just be ready for that next opportunity. But I think we got some good guys in the group right now who are ready to step up and make that next play.
How has that made you stronger, though, watching obviously the Smith era of the last several years, going from a team that was just trying to get up and running to a team that's now competing for a potential Pac-12 title, and seeing that you guys are considered one of the best in the Pac-12 this season?
I think it's great. I've never came from a team that's won championships or that's always won. So building something to where it's about to be, where we want to be, and in a championship mentality, I think it's going to be great. I think it's really good for us.
How do you like the competition at cornerback? Obviously you guys are rotating a lot of guys, trying to figure out who's probably going to start opposite of you. How do you like what you've seen from Trice and some other guys?
Yeah, I think it's still a battle. I think a lot of guys could play. I just think it's going to come down to who deserves it and who's been working the hardest at the end of the day. So I like the competing on the other side. I like the competing overall, though. So.
And going back to what you said about the guys maybe now not knowing quite as much about that losing, do you worry that there won't be quite as much of a hunger in that group?
I don't think so. I think we just got to push it more on the young guys just because it's their first year here, especially with everything else going on in the pack. They didn't expect this to go how it went. So I'm thinking we just got to get them more locked in, this is the last year. We want to win the Pac-12 ship. So that's where the mindset is, to win the last Pac-12 championship. So,
as one of the leaders, have you kind of been one of the guys to talk with some of the young guys about kind of the uncertainty about the future and that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't talked mostly about the Pac-12 or whatever's going on with that deal. I just kind of try to keep them level-headed and focus on what we got going on to these next 4 or 5 months.
Defensive line is often said that can be the best friend of a cornerback when it's good. What are you seeing from that group? Because if they can get to the quarterback, it makes your job a little easier, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I think the D-line is doing what they need to do. They always have since I've been here, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna still have to cover. I don't want to cuss or anything, but I'm still have to cover in general. So them getting to the QB or not is irrelevant, but I'd love it if they did.
Well, they don't really have to get to him. That's it. Just pressure him into throwing early or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, just be ready to make plays.
Are there still things you want to accomplish this fall camp before the shift goes to San Jose State?
Yeah, I still kind of want to work a lot of my press, just make sure I'm really locked in on a lot of the little details, because especially when stuff gets rolling and during the season, during the games, tempo, and you want to make sure that you're ready for anything. So that's how I feel.
Is there any receiver this fall camp that's really made you maybe a little bit better at corner? Because obviously as a corner, facing off against challenging receivers can make you better. Is there anyone on this team that's really challenged you that you think has helped you out in your game this season?
I think Anthony Gould, with his speed, it makes me work a lot harder laterally. instead of just being able to run with everybody else on the team because other dudes are fast, I'm fast. So I think Saibo helps too, number 7. So I think those two have really like pushed me this offseason and during fall camp to be better.
Is there anyone that surprised you?
I don't think anybody surprised me. I kind of knew who everybody is. So we've all worked with each other off season. So not really anything's a surprise other than like during certain routes and concepts, stuff like that. So
We've seen Alton get back in the mix a little bit the last couple of days. How good, just how good of an addition will he be to that secondary when it's finally back and healthy?
I think he's going to be a great addition. You know, I think we're looking forward for big things from him, you know, the whole secondary and just the team in general. So I'm excited to see what happens.
On that tip ball in the middle of the field there, looked like a trap to me. Was that a catch or was that a pick or was it?
Which one? The one with Silas?
Yeah.
Yeah. It should have
like
been
a
a
trap
pick.
to me.
It should have been a pick, but it was a try. It was. Man, if I could have that back. But yeah.
Thanks, Jaden.
Thank you guys.